helicopters. We are hearing even most of them have bought Boeings and aeroplanes to make them move from one country to the other. Lakini this is the ground team. Kwa hivyo tumesema ground team lazima tuongee maneno ambayo iko ground. Kwa hivyo ukituona hapa tukiwa pamoja, we are youthful, independent thinkers, we are the voices of the common wananchi, because the other team that was calling themselves the hustlers have now migrated from being hustlers to sky team. Kazi yao ni ku patronize the skies from one county to the other, flying with the helicopters, and they know nothing about machinery. That is why they have the audacity of passing punitive and oppressive bills and policies without caring the status of the economy and the livelihoods of our people. So, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, I welcome you on behalf of this team to the one and the premier presser from the youthful, intelligent voice of the common wananchi, the ground team. Wacha niwapigie makofi kwa sababu the ground team is in charge. And therefore we are here to air our concerns concerning various issues that are touching the common wananchi. And these are the issues that we have listened to our people. We have been following issues, and we feel that this is the right time for us to air our concern. I don't know whether I should start with the first concern, because I feel that if we do not speak now that the skies are giving us rains, and farmers from Tanzania, from Busia, from all over Kenya, including Kiambu, Meru, farmers are agonizing over the insensitive way of enabling them to produce from their farms or from their fields. The president has been very vocal talking about subsidized seeds and subsidized fertilizers. But to our utter shock, the fertilizer that is out there being sold as subsidized fertilizer from outlets from National Cereals and Produce Board. And in this case, I'm talking about the fertilizer that the farmers are receiving messages on their phone that they qualify for subsidy program. It is adulterated fertilizer. The seeds that are available are fake seeds, and we are the farmers' voice, and we must call out the minister in charge of agriculture. The minister has appeared on television and on newspapers denying that there is no fake fertilizer. Yet, we are witnessing this kind of fertilizer every day. Yesterday, I was presented with 5 bags of fertilizer that is purported to be fertilizer, but it is fake stones mixed with Danke's poo. Danke's poo is the waste from the Danke. Danke's poo mixed with stones, and it is being sold as subsidized fertilizer. We must call out this mess. The government has become so insensitive to the extent that now they are calling farmers. This is something that we want to see serious arrests. We want to know who is behind this scam. We want to know where did the fertilizer that was supposed to be real fertilizer go, and who is behind this serious, massive scam of taking advantage of our old and elderly farmers in our villages. This must stop, and every farmer who has been conned must be reimbursed their money. Every farmer who has been sold to fake seeds must be compensated by the government. It is in line with the Kenyan Constitution, the right to protection of property, that we are here speaking, so that we can make sure that the government follows and obeys the rule of law and provide the Kenyan farmers with what they are supposed to be given. So we want to know how much of that fertilizer, in terms of quantity, has been released into our villages. Because we are seeing 5 bags here, 10 bags here, 5 bags there. We want to see data from the Ministry of Agriculture. And the Minister of Agriculture, Bwana Linturi, must come out now and attack this issue, arrest this issue, and we want to see serious arrest being done by the ministry, by the government, and by the Ministry of Interior. This issue of conmanship must stop. Our farmers must be protected. Thank you very much.
Asanteni sana. As Mheshimiwa Wamchomba has stated, that this is a a team that will be on the ground. This is a team that will that will echo the voice of the voiceless, that will fight for the inherent and inalienable interests and rights of Kenyan citizens everywhere, wherever they are in all the 8 regions. This is a team that comprises of youthful leadership, the generational change. And the team here, we have Mheshimiwa Caleb Amisi, all the way representing the Western region and the youth in the country, all the way from Saboti constituency. We have Mheshimiwa Wamchomba representing the Central region. We have Mheshimiwa Charles Nguna, CNN, representing the Eastern region. We have Mheshimiwa Amos Mwago, representing from Starehe constituency, representing Nairobi and the youth in the nation. We have Mheshimiwa Catherine Omanyo, all the way from Busia, the Busia women representative, representing Western region and also the youth in this nation. And we have also our leader, Mheshimiwa Mark Mwenje, who is also from Nairobi, Kasi constituency, and also representing Nairobi and the interest of the youth in this nation. And we have myself representing also Nairobi and the youth in this nation. And therefore, we have issues that we will be addressing from time to time. And this is the team that is going to give direction in this country, because we have seen there is a little bit of laxity in opposition, and therefore this team will take its rightful place to ensure that the interests of Kenyans, very objectively, are fought for. Not limited to holding rallies to discuss the plight and the issues affecting Kenyans, not limited to calling for maandamanos, regional maandamanos in every county, in every constituency, in every ward. And these maandamanos will better be imagined than experienced. And today we are here to talk about various issues. After that, we will be telling you a timetable on how we'll be moving as members of the press, because we want you to be part of us. And the first issue that we want to talk about is the issue of health. Mheshimiwa Wamchomba has talked about the issue of fertilizers and the plight of farmers in various parts of this country. All the members of parliament here will talk about different issues. I want to talk about the issue of the health crisis. Right now, doctors are striking, and this is their 14th day into their strike. We don't want the government to relax, to let the doctors strike for over 100 days that happened between the year 2016 and 2017. There was a CBA, a collective bargain agreement, that was signed between the government and the doctors. And it entailed, number one, that the doctors be paid their arrears owned by the government. Up to now, the doctors in this country are owned some money by the government. Number two, that the interns, for the past 1 year, doctors who have trained, taken 6 years to train, and every year a doctor is trained with an average of around 600,000 Kenya shillings, which comes to around 3.6 million Kenya shillings. Then, after finishing your degree, you are not deployed anywhere. That is so wrong, and this is the first time this government, government is doing this. Number three, that the interns who have been deployed, who are employed already, the government has decided to deduct 91% of their salaries. We want the government to move with speed and pay these doctors these amounts of money. President Ruto, instead of moving around in this country, should sit down, because what is so important and urgent is the interest of Kenyans. And these Kenyans who are in hospitals are dying. Patients who are in hospital are not getting proper medical care. Why? Because of the strike caused by the doctors. Therefore, the president should not assign this duty to even the CS, Cabinet Secretary for Health, who has proven to be very incompetent, talking in rallies anyhow, talking in funerals, and we want that CS to step aside, and we will bring an impeachment motion against the CS for Health. We want the president himself to call for a meeting with KMPDU, the leaders who are representing the interests of doctors in this country, and resolve this crisis within a week. Failure to which we will announce our next course of action. We will call the media and announce the next course of action, because our people are dying in hospitals. Imagine patients who are being taken to hospitals. Imagine Kenyans who are being taken to hospitals. They can't get any access to any doctor to help them with their various ailments. Therefore, we demand, we don't want to request. Ruto, you said you in fact, from the time you were elected, there's nothing that